Hi everyone, welcome to the Absolute B Sharp YouTube channel. My name's Jacob Brown, I'm a guitarist, songwriter and guitar tech, and today we are talking about 5 guitar and amp buying tips for beginners. So before we get into today's video, I'd like to tell you about some changes I've made to the scheduling of this channel and how we're expanding. First of all, I'll be posting a new video every Friday as usual, but from now on it'll be coming out at 6 p.m. British Standard Time. Along with this, I'll also be doing a podcast episode that will be released on the first and last Wednesday of every month. And for most of those episodes, I'll be joined by a special guest from within the industry, and I'll get to pick their brains about everything they know. Tip number 1 is use what you use at home. So for example, let's say you're going to a guitar store to buy an amp. Make sure you use the guitar you use at home. So I would say my McCarthy 594. That's what I play most of all. So when I go into the guitar store to look for an amp, I would either take that with me or in the store play as similar a guitar to that as possible, because by doing that, you know what the amp is doing because you know what the guitar does, you know what it sounds like. Tip number 2 is to do with electronics. So when you're sitting there in the guitar store and they've passed you the guitar or amp that you want to test, plug everything in, turn it up and just listen, because what you're listening out for is either humming from the amp or crackling from the guitar, and this is basically just to make sure that there's either nothing wrong with the internals of the guitar or there's nothing wrong with the earthing in the amp, just to make sure that you're buying something that is in full working order. Tip number 3 is specifically for testing guitars. It's about what you play when you're testing a guitar. You want to make sure you play as much around the neck as possible, so play chords, both open and barred, play single lead stuff, play low down the neck, high up the neck, you play all the different strings. Just make sure that there's no fret buzz, make sure there's no dead spots of any kind, make sure it feels good so that you can leave the store knowing that you've played as much of your new guitar as possible. Tip number 4 is for guitars and amps, and it can also be used when you're buying online instead of in the store. What you want to do is you want to check other stores' websites or go in and check the prices of the same thing you want to buy, because there may be some small price differences. Now it won't be a lot, but if you go into a store and you show them somewhere else that is selling the same thing for a bit cheaper, they'll probably give you the money off. Some places even make it part of their policy that they'll match any price. Tip number 5 is don't be put off by staff or other customers watching you. You're there to buy a guitar or amp and spend possibly quite a lot of money. So make sure you play everything you want to, find out everything you want to, and don't be pressured by a staff member trying to make you buy it or by another customer who wants to try something out. Now, usually staff members in guitar shops are absolutely lovely, and I've had some great experiences. But also, I've had some bad experiences where they've tried to rush through a sale so they can serve another customer, or they just don't care. But make sure you take your time so that you leave with the right thing. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something that you can use when making your next purchase. Please remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notifications about my upcoming videos. I post a new video every Friday at 6 p.m. British Central Time. Peace, love and happiness to you all. I'll see you next time.